group of men. They're still young, but we've ultimately, I suppose, they've earned what they've won. Nobody can begrudge them having won the county championship. But the great thing, Michael, about this is we've won the championship as a young team going forward. They're a very unified group. We've served our community, and I think proudly, and our club proudly, and Duhallow proudly. And now we're representing Cork, and the players are extremely conscious of that, and they're really keen to strike a blow for Cork football.
John, it must have been a huge relief to win it this year against Erin's Own after what happened in the previous couple of semi-finals.
Absolutely, but Michael, you have to learn to walk before you run, and I've been in coaching for so long, know that better than anyone. And early on in my period with this group, in 2014, we lost the Duhallow final in the last moment against Mill Street. And it's amazing, we hadn't reached the Duhallow final in 20-odd years, and I think Duhallow have lost something like, just terrible, 10 Duhallow semi-finals in a row, including 4 replays. They'd lost them all. And the big thing was to win the Duhallow championship. So we got to the Duhallow final in 2014, and believe it or not, Michael, since then, in just 4 seasons, we've now played in 6 Duhallow finals, including 2 replays, 4 county semi-finals, including 1 replay, now a county final, 2 Munster qualifying games, championship games, and now a Munster final. And 2 of our team that stopped most of those games, Andrew Sheehan and Owen McSweeney, in 2014 in the Duhallow final, were only 16 years old, and they're still only 19. And that is the level of experience we've gained in a short few years.
In truth, John, you really have had no test whatsoever since you left the county and went into them 2 Munster games, because they were complete one-way traffic from start to finish.
They were, Michael, but I'll tell you, Cork teams have failed against weaker sides and against so-called weaker counties over the last few years. We were very conscious of that. I mean, when we met Tipperary within a week of the county finals, when we met them in Mallow, you could be darn sure we were well prepared, because we have seen the Tipperary teams and clubs overturning us in different levels the last few years, so we took nothing for granted. And I'll tell you, everyone knew very quickly how serious we were, because within 48 hours of the county final whistle on the Sunday, we were back in full training. And we did the job in Mallow the first day. We did the job in Mallow the second day. And the great thing about both games, Michael, is that we ended both games with only 7 of the teams after the county final each day. We gave 3 young players under 21 their championship debuts in Munster, and we still managed to come out handsome victors. And on top of that, actually on the second occasion against Waterford, on that Friday night, I'd like to say that we had the most marvellous fundraising concert that National Club has ever had, with over 1,000 people in the INEC in Killarney, with every member of our squad involved in some shape or form, and it was fair credit due to them to go home, get enough sleep, and be ready for the game on Sunday. So, Waterford in particular I was worried about, because if you recall, it's only 12 months ago that the Nair came down to West Cork and beat Carbery Rangers. Waterford probably should have beaten us in Fraher Field this year in the Munster Championship, and it's only a few weeks ago that Dungarvan very nearly turned over Mallow in the Intermediate Championship. So there's no reason why we would have been in any way taking anything for granted.
Now it's a much stiffer test await you on Sunday afternoon, because certainly looking at the history of this competition since 2003, it's grim reading from a Cork point of view. 14 finals, 12 wins for Kerry, 2 for Cork, and Kerry going for 10 in a row on Sunday.
That's right, and in fact, if I'm not mistaken, I think you've looked up the records. Not only have Cork not beaten Kerry in intermediate or junior in the last 20 contests over 10 years, but I do believe no Cork team has ever beaten a Kerry team in the Munster Junior final. Now that's grim reading, and you're absolutely right, but I'll tell you, we live here on the county bounds. It's well known now, it's been well explained. We're in the parish of Rathmore, County Kerry, and while we have great respect for Kerry football, of course, we don't fear them. And I think this is what's happened to Cork, successive Cork teams in the past. Too much respect and too much fear. There is going to be no fear, and if we get beaten Sunday, Michael, it will be because Drummond Pearce are better than us, and no other reason. We're going to go out with our guns blazing. We're going to play the same football we played in the county championship. We won a lot of admirers for the way we played daily football. That's what we're going to do on Sunday.